Hey, this is Jessie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hello, my name is Jessie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am a guide for self-transformation and personal development in helping you fully flourish, become your greatest version. Today, I want to talk a little bit about So I just have this message that I want to share with you today, and this video will likely be different from a lot of the other style videos that I will have in the future, but today I'm just really called to just share this simple message with you, and that message is that nature and earth and the universe and source and God and all of that designed you sitting here right now to fully flourish before your time here is over. And so that message is so important to me because for so long I was under this impression, like I feel most of us are, of you go to school for 12 years and then you go to school for another 4+ years and then you get a 9-to-5 job and then you get sucked into a family and kids and working all the time and having to pay bills and be in debt. And to me that metaphysically felt like a downhill spiral, or like a downhill journey, and it was just like your peak years are when you're a child and when you're in high school and when you're in college, and then your 20s are fun, and then you get more responsibilities, and then you can't do so many things like travel, and you can't have the same relationships because you have a family to take care of, and you can't have the financial freedom to do the things you want to do because you have bills to pay. And it just was like piling onto my soul. Like, I don't want to do that. I do not want that to be my story. And at that point, when I started to realize this, I removed myself from everything, and I really started to question everything. And I guess I went through sort of an awakening time where I would question the foods I was eating, I would question the people that I was listening to, the TV that I was watching, the news I was hearing, the school that I had been brought up in, the relationship like possibilities that I had with my family and with my friends and with myself, the general 9-to-5, and just like, is that the only way? And just, I really started to question all of these things, and I just felt like I shook everything off. Like, during that time, I just, like, if I could describe it to you, it'd just be like I literally like pulled off like all the makeup, all the hair stuff, like all the like everything. I just stripped myself really of all of this stuff that I'd collected throughout my whole life, and that was representative of this path that I did not have any interest in going on. I started to let my hair dread up. I started to dive more into spirituality. I started to dive more into, understanding food and my relationship with food, and I started to, like I said, really just question everything and get curious about, is this the only way? And so this message for you is that it's not the only way. And that you are here to flourish, and that this journey is actually supposed to look like an uphill journey, not a battle. It's like an uphill journey. It's an uphill transformation. It is from caterpillar to cocoon to butterfly. It is expanding, it is growing, it is learning, it is getting, everything is getting better and better and better and better each and every day. And there is absolutely no way that we were just created to go on this downhill journey and like be miserable by the time we retire finally. Like, that is not the way. That is not the way. And so as I started to develop this understanding, and this is what I want to share with you all as well, as I started to develop this understanding and as I started to not accept these things that did not feel in alignment with me and didn't feel exciting to me and were contributing to depression and anxiety more than they were contributing to health and vitality and abundance, as I started to let go of those things, what happened was that I started to step into the world of personal development and self-transformation. And now my hope and my mission with Flourish is to be a bridge for you to allow yourself the understanding or allow yourself to envision all of the possibilities that this world holds for you. And I'm a bridge now into this world of personal development for you because I had no idea that it existed. They do not teach you that in high school. There's no one that comes into your high school and says, you know, we're going to have a assembly today on all of the ways that you can create a life that you love. They don't tell you that. No, they don't. And they don't inspire you to get curious. Like, if you start to get curious and if you like start to do those things, in a lot of ways, sometimes you get shunned and sometimes you get like, you know, oh, they're crazy. Like, that sounds really, you know, unstable, and that sounds like not something that is going to get you very far. And just like, doesn't that scare you, not having a 9-to-5? Just all of these things that are trying to direct you away from the possibility and away from the abundance and away from the love, and it's not real. It's just fear. And I come from a place of love as I speak with you through this screen. I come from a place of love, and I come from a place of understanding that you can create anything that you want in this world. You can create any version of yourself that you want to be. You can create any life that you've ever imagined. I get really, really excited when I talk about this, and that's how I know that this is what I need to talk about. I'm just going to let that sink in for a minute for myself. Cultivate some more of that energy. I see so many people posting these things like, you were not meant to pay bills until you die, or you're not meant to pay bills and then die. But what I don't often see is people that are taking the steps to get away from that. And that is what I am here to guide you through, not to teach you, not to say follow me, but just to be a guide for you. What's that motorcycle driving by? Sorry. A guide for you to find out what your butterfly looks like. What does that butterfly look like? If you were to envision the most beautiful, healthful, whole, inspired, happy, amazing version of yourself, what does that look like? What does he or she have that this version of you is aspiring to have, doesn't have, and is aspiring to have? What is the process? What does that process look like of getting from where you are now to getting to that butterfly, fully flourished version of you? And it's not always going to feel clear. It's most of the time never going to feel clear in the very beginning, because you're stepping away from something that you have been taught for so long that is the only way. But through this world of personal development, through this world of self-transformation, through this world of finding out what your purpose is, you will find a love of life again. You will find home in this. And if you're still listening to this message, I know that this is for you, and I don't want you to question that. What would happen if today you took one step forward in becoming something that you want to be? What would happen? It would be scary, yes. It'd be uncomfortable, yes. Would it be exciting? Yeah. Would it be empowering? Yeah. Would it be worth it? I'll let you answer that one. So what's the alternative? The alternative is that you stay stuck. The alternative is that you follow along with this system that wasn't created for you to fit into. The alternative is that you never allow yourself to fully shine and that you deny the world of your gifts. And I know that that's not what you want to do. I know you. I was you. I am you. There will be another video in the future on my personal journey, but this isn't about me. This is about you and your ability to flourish. This is about your time to shine. And this is about you taking ownership of your life, your happiness, and your well-being. So I invite you to do exactly that. I invite you to take one step forward today. As soon as you close this video, drop your phone, drop your laptop gently, and take one step. Maybe you've been wanting to get into yoga. Go to a yoga class today. Clear your freaking schedule and get to that class. Maybe you have been wanting to eat healthier. Go make yourself the most beautiful meal. And if you don't know how to cook, if you do not know how to cook that beautiful meal, go find your nearest health food cafe and get yourself that meal. And as you sit with that meal and as you sit in that yoga class, tell yourself, I am growing, I am flourishing, I am doing this for the better good of the world. And I'm doing this for the generations to come after me. And I'm doing this for the earth. I'm doing this because we need a shift in this world. We need a shift away from this mold. I know you understand what I'm saying. I know this resonates with you. We need to shift away from this mold and we need to not have any molds. I will never tell you to fit into this certain category because you cannot tell what a flower looks like until it fully blooms. If you take a seed and you plant it and you stick it in the dirt and you water it and you talk to it and you take care of it. So if someone gives you a seed, they just walk over to you, they've given you this seed, just looks like a tiny, tiny little dot in your hand. You have absolutely no freaking clue what that's going to look like. But this person says to you, you need to let this grow. This is for you to water. This is for you to take care of. And then you shall see what it blooms into. You do not need to know what it will look like in order to water it. You do not need to know in which direction it will grow to give it the most rich soil. And you do not need to know what type of flower that is to talk to it with love, talk to it with understanding, and talk to it with a purpose and tell it that it has a purpose and that you are giving it space to grow. And so that flower is you. You take your seed, you stick it in the dirt, you water it, you talk to it, you do all of those things. You watch it grow. You watch it grow some more. You might watch it limp out a little bit. That's cool. Sometimes that happens. It's a really hot day. It's going through a lot. You watch it come back to life. You watch it expand. You watch it start to form this beautiful, tiny little bud. You get excited. Wow, what's in store? What is this flower going to look like? And then you watch your flower start to open up. It's really scary because you have no idea what your flower will look like and you just want to know, but you allow it space to grow anyways. And then you are left with the most beautiful flower that you could ever imagine. And for all of us, those flowers look completely different. That is what I'm saying to you, that those flowers will always look completely different. There's no mold. Break free Allow your soul to dance. Allow yourself to express. Allow yourself to grow and learn and make mistakes and to learn from those mistakes. You are ready to fully flourish. This is your time to fully flourish. I love you. I'm giving you your seed today. Take care of it. Thank you so much for hearing this message today. If you were inspired by this message, if you would love to tell me in which ways, I would love to hear in which ways you are taking that step forward today, please leave me a comment below and tell me so that I can support you, I can meditate on this for you, and I can envision you fully flourishing. Because that is what I'm here to do. I am a guide for you to flourish. I am the gardener. No, I'm not. You are the gardener. I love you. Please be sure to like and subscribe and do all of those earthly things that YouTube asks us to do so that you can see more of these videos. I love you.